because, you know, there's joy in reading. You know.
There is.
You learn things, and you know, if you've got a mind that can really get into something, you can honestly picture yourself where the writer is writing at.
You can do that. Another thing that's very important, I don't think everyone realizes this, but we do have a lot of people who understand how important it is to expose your children to reading at a very early age, like under the age of 5.
Right.
And we have a program now that takes place Wednesdays at the main library for babies. People bring their babies, and we've got more than 40 people in that right now. It's very well attended, but just that stimulation for the babies helps them in later years. You're stimulating the brain cells.
Very.
Is what you're doing. Oh, it is. It's fascinating.
And even for the ones that maybe don't have the time to read and they're losing out on, you know, joy that they used to love to read, you've got the audiobooks.
Yes, some people, that's exactly right. Some people lose their sight. I mean, it becomes difficult for them to visually read. And we have users who are on the road. They want to listen to the book in the car.
Right.
You know, so there are all sorts of reasons that you would do that. We have places in Laurel County, we have had places of employment where they would let their employees listen to books on tape during the day.
That's wonderful.
Oh, it is.
And you know, we was talking about some of the programs. Tell the good people that may be watching and listening just basics of some of the programs you got. We was talking about the war there a while ago.
Well, right now we're in the middle of a Civil War series that the library received a grant for, and it has been probably the most successful series that we've done so far. There's a book discussion aspect to it and a film series, and last night there were almost 40 people there discussing the book that had been assigned to read. And people, the Civil War is popular anyway.
Right.
You know that the Civil War is popular. But I have been very impressed with that. I've been very impressed with the attendance and
it's so
participation.
phenomenal, like we was talking about a while ago. People can find the answers if they'll read, if they'll study, if they'll get in there. You know, you don't have to take somebody's word for it. Get in there and find the info for yourself.
Yes, you can do that, and I also think another form of learning is interacting with others.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Is interacting with others, like the program last night.
Oh, I love that. And you know, it's helping people. And like you said, some people are lonely, and some people need a friend.
Yes.
And the library is a perfect place to go and spend time with people. You know.
You can do that, and you can, I think sometimes it helps you regroup. If you are in a grieving situation,
right.
If you've just lost someone, or if you've been diagnosed with some awful disease, and you just feel basically hopeless. I think that sometimes just giving yourself a little bit of a schedule just in, oh, well, I don't have a library card. I think I'll go get a library card. I think I'll check out, you know, these 5 books that I have always wanted to read. And just doing that for yourself can kind of pull you out of that a little bit. Exactly. And I see people doing this over and over and over. And I also see, since so many people have lost jobs, I see them turning to us to look for jobs. That's certainly part of it. But they're looking to us for recreation and this kind of thing. So no, it's a huge service. It's a huge service.
And especially, you know, in the time that we're living in, you know, like we was just talking about electronics and computers and things like that. Now the library offers computers and
we have computers.
What if somebody is, you know, is not able to read? Could you steer them in the right directions and people that will help them to read? Yes.
The Talking Book program is offered through the Department for Libraries and Archives in Frankfort, and we can get them in touch with that. That's a phenomenal service that has been going on for years.
Exactly. And you know, a lot of people might be ashamed or feel backward when it comes to even admitting they can't read. You know, they want to hide it. But that's nothing to be ashamed of. What would be the real shame is going all your life and not being able to, or not making an effort to learn to.
Yes, and what I would suggest in that case, if there was someone who either had not completed high school or didn't know how to read and didn't know where to start, I would advise them to call our adult education office, 878-9134. They too are a powerhouse of a program in the state, and they serve lots and lots of people.
That is so good.
It is good. It is good.
You know, I know people that will admit they couldn't even read a newspaper, and you know, we need to know how to read to even fill out our bank statements
Right.
and things like that.
Right,
So
right.
that is really helping people.
It